Woo! Welcome back to the big show.
Big show.
On Thursdays at 1. Yes, we are. Man,
Oh.
we are here live at Henderson Settlement for the big show. We appreciate some of you folks joining us eventually. Looks like they're coming on a little slow today, and but I can understand that when you got this kind of. I thought it was a bad day when I was off, and they had this show and all this rigmarole going on. Luckily, I dressed appropriately to kind of give you folks
offset that. Well, I got blue, even though blue is orange.
You probably, if you're joining us out there right now, you're thinking, "Have I gone blind?" I may not be blind, but I think I'm quickly on the way. So, but what's going on? Well, we're about to tell you what's going on. Today is a special day.
No, you mean orange? You're glad you asked.
It's for special people. The Can-Jo is in the house. Anyway,
Can-Jolene.
Yeah. So we've got a few things going on here today. We're going to explain that. First, we've got what appears to be Mike Feely over here, wrapped in some kind of I just don't want to use that language on public television here. But anyway, and then we've got Casey in the background. We've got Blue, who has been sedated and put some on him. Blue may disappear from this world right after this show because he don't want to wear that kind of stuff. That was snuck in on him. He's sedated. He looks like he's awake, but he's one of those guys that sleep with their eyes open. Apparently not open enough. But anyway, so it's great to have you with us. We're going to explain what's going on here with Mike here in just a moment. Well, let me rephrase that. We're going to attempt to explain what's going on with Mike. I don't think anybody can
yeah, really we don't got that kind of time.
So let's tell you who's on campus. Let's get this business out of the way before we can get to what's going on with Mr. Feely here. We've got Church at the Crossing from Indianapolis, Indiana, and there's 25 of those wonderful folks here this week. Woo! And we've got the Extreme Youth from Wilderness Community Church in Spotsylvania, Virginia.
Awesome place.
Extreme.
Great.
Those folks are on the edge.
Very historic site.
There are 11 of those good folks. Then we have the Sower group again in week number 4 from Ohio. They're the house building crew, and there's about 13 in total of those folks. And then we have St. Lucas United Church of Christ. Now, oftentimes you'll hear me say after, "Hey, we're open to receiving any denomination." Here's another great example of that. St. Lucas United Church of Christ from St. Louis, Missouri, home of the Big Arch.
The Big Orange?
No, Big Arch.
Oh, Big Arch. Okay.
Big Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, and there are 67 of those wonderful folks. And they're doing a little bit of everything this week. And let's see, flip to page 3. Then we got Tolano and Countryside churches, United Methodist churches from Urbana, Illinois, and there's 10 of them. And then we have Wesley Memorial UMC from High Point, North Carolina, as I like to say, Kakalaki. I just don't like to say Carolina. And there's 10 of them, great folks. And then on top of that, wow, out of the White Oak facility down in south of here, we've got Grafton UMC and Terre I say Terre Haute. Everybody pretty much said it, but they say Terre Haute. I don't understand that.
Because they're not in Indiana.
They're not in Indiana.
You know what they say when they snap the ball on the football team? Terre Haute.
Terre Haute.
Yeah.
Hey, don't tear my hood up. I might not have no place to leap in that. Those are from St. Paris, Ohio, and Urbana, Ohio, and a total of about 8 of those folks. So a lot of great things going on this week in work camp. A lot of folks on campus, and then we've got some individual volunteers. We got the Weemans and Matt Weemeyer and anybody. Bill Lar, of course. Anybody else we got that's kind of long-term volunteers right now?
Not that I can think of.
Summer Rec is winding down. I think today is the last day of summer recreation.
They'll have clean up tomorrow.
Clean up tomorrow? Yeah. Well, that could be a loaded.
Yeah, that'll be through the weekend.
Yeah, could be a rough day on that. So anyway, let's get down to business right here. Hold on here.
Yeah,
Hold on.
You got to read that.
We've got Annette Spence. Oh, y'all pray for me. Believe me, Annette.
Yeah, she says my husband is that orange shrouded guy.
Yeah. Oh.
So that's what she needs.
Orange sweaty.
Yeah, we're praying. We are.
And
but
as
anyway,
the show goes on, you'll know why too.
So Mike Feely is kind of he's making his last official appearance on the big show as a staff member. He's going to be leaving us here at the end of the week. Hey, Blue's coming out of that drug-induced coma he's been in. They got that shirt on. So, Mike, you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, Jerry, I've been working here, but it's really been a witness protection program for about 5 years, and I need to explain some things.
Yeah, lay it out there.
When I came up here originally, I was hearing a lot of stuff about Tennessee, and it just sounded. It didn't sound like it was as positive as it could have been. So I did
good.
something I didn't plan on doing. I started becoming a Big Orange fan.
Oh, my goodness.
And I've been in that witness protection program for some time, but I think today's the day to admit some stuff.
Yeah.
So,
time to come clean.
So I'm giving up my Big Orange hot pad.
Thank God. That's a good time to give that up.
I made some notes in my Big Orange notebook.
Yeah, it's all written in crayon.
It is with my Big Orange folder. And then I
Big Orange folder. Oh, wait a minute.
also need to give you this picture back of
Right.
And and then
Happy.
we don't want
and then my Big Orange silverware.
Yeah. That's there's so many jokes in that.
Yeah.
I'm not going there today.
But I finally got to admit I never went to Tennessee.
That's right.
I went to University of Georgia.
Oh, look at that. Bulldog.
So I'm leaving and going back to I'm going back to Tennessee, but I'm Big Orange.
You dropping the Big Orange.
Yeah. Thank goodness, because I was about to die of sweat.
I know. I tell you what. He said, could you pull? Can you pull that off?
Yeah, I can.
I can't bring myself. Look there. See, we can handle that. Big Blue holding the little bulldog. Oh,
I've actually got a great picture of you holding a bulldog too at some point. So.
See, Dave Myers, what's that say? I can't read you. What's that say, Dave Myers?
It says maybe that guy in the orange blanket is a Cincy Bengal.
Well, that could be.
That could have been.
That could have been the wrong color orange.
Yeah.
That's that inside the.
My uncle is there. I'm full for Cincinnati.
Yeah, I like Cincinnati. I'm a Big Reds fan myself.
Oh,
yeah.
Big Red?
Cincinnati Red.
Oh, the other Red.
Not that
Okay,
red.
so.
No, I'm a Big Red fan. Man, so you're actually.
Man, I feel cool again.
That's all right.
This will be available in the thrift store, by the way. In about 20 minutes.
Yeah, when you shed, we won't be able to get rid of that. when you shed that orange cloak of
And in a minute.
bad stuff, it's just like such a relief. Whether it's Georgia or Kentucky or whatever.
I still have my orange.
Yeah, well, you got to use
bandana.
that. You can't go over that later. So tell us what's going on with you. Tell us what the plan is. So you're leaving us here. Tomorrow's your last day.
Tomorrow's my last day. I've still got to clean up, so that'll be another 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, it could take a while.
So, yeah, it could.
I'm
But
going to play a sad song while you're telling the story.
I believe is there a tear in my beer, or is that what I'm hearing? So,
Mike's leaving. It's hard believing that Mike is leaving.
Oh!
I'm about to shed a tear here, people.
Jeremy,
I held it back. I'm not. No, I don't want to wipe it. I go blind. So anyway,
well, let me try.
Yeah, try. Yeah, Mike.
Well, my bags aren't packed.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to go.
Yeah.
But I've been blessed to be on this show. Jerry, I'll miss you.
Beautiful.
As I slowly, in several weeks, drive away. I'm leaving Henderson Settlement. I can't tell you all that has meant to me. Oh, Jerry, I'm sad to go. All right, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, in response
An
to that,
original rendition.
to that Emmy I just won, or whatever it was.
Yeah. This will be at the award show next year.
I think, yeah. Oh, hey, we will be the second year. By the way,
We should move up to at least like 2.5.
I'm entering y'all in the show in the award ceremony next year, whether you're ready or not. So,
Interest. Let it rip.
all right. So,
we're going to enter a whole bunch of categories next year.
so
Oh yeah.
anyway, I'm.
So what's your plan? What's your plan?
Well, my plan is to make it through this day and then
Yeah.
the next 20 minutes. But no, I'll be heading out Sunday. Actually, I'm preaching in La Follette, which is south of here in another state.
Working your way south.
Yeah, La Follette. So if you
Yeah.
if you go in La Follette Sunday, come by at 10:45, and I've got a sermon called Jerry Lambden: The Untold Story.
They had no sermon.
3 hours, but but no, I'm gonna be heading down to Knoxville, and then also Chattanooga, and I'm gonna be in about a month starting work with a place called Camp Lookout.
Wow. Yeah,
So-
I've heard of that.
And but I'll be doing a little bit for them what I've been doing here, just fundraising around that area. But I'll still be, and then I'll turn into a Henderson volunteer. So
Oh,
y'all aren't done with me
that's the
yet.
kind of volunteer worth having.
So my new song.
Yeah, lay it out there.
Oh, I'm still here, Jerry. I'm still here with a smile. And okay, but
Thought
so-
you were gone, but we were so wrong.
oh yeah, that's the song that never ends.
That's second verse.
Yeah. So I'll be 80 miles away and
Yep.
and hanging out with Annette Spence, who just wrote in. I think.
Hey,
Well, I
Annette
think
Well,
Yeah.
it-
she's
Jerry
still.
King wrote in, hello, show. Hey, Jerry, did the probation officer ever find you?
He did not. No, the
She-
Oh, that's right.
It was last week. Probation officer was here, and I was on her good side. She kept looking at a picture that didn't quite resemble me. Oh, we're back.
Hey, we
We're
reconnected.
reconnected.
I told you I'd be back.
Yeah, man.
Okay, all right. So
All that Tennessee stuff causes things to fall out.
yeah, we had some
So
orange
you
overload.
want you essentially you know, of course, Annette, and you have a home in Knoxville,
Knoxville, and then I've got a
closer to be
place
there.
in Chattanooga. We're down there a couple days a week. We're checking on my mom too, who's down Lookout Mountain, and so I won't be too far away.
Yes. Now, just as informational.
Yes.
Now, if you've got something in the hopper with Mike, for example, like speaking, or you maybe sent some messages or phone calls,
Or you've been calling the last couple of days.
Yeah, we've got a bit of an issue with our phone system. Actually, it's more than a bit; it's a lot of an issue. We've only got, like, in this building, there's only like 4 total phones out of probably 16 that are working.
Mhm.
But last week, over a week ago, there was a bad thunderstorm came through and damaged an electric pole. They had to replace it anyway. So we had a power surge. We think a lightning strike or something that damaged the core unit of the phone system that we operate here. And most of the phones in this facility all over are not working. Luckily, we're working here at work camp. The phones are working here, so those are good, so you can call in. But we've even had a further issue since yesterday that our voicemail is no longer working. So if you're calling and trying to leave a voicemail, or if you have left a voicemail and have not yet had a response to that, that's probably gone.
So
So that unit-
before you leave the message that you
Yeah,
were thinking
yeah.
that you should leave, don't leave that.
If you call in and you get someone on the phone and you need to leave a message for someone, make sure that, they may not realize it or whatever, but that they take a written message to give it to whoever, and we can get it to them, because if you get transferred to a voicemail, it's just not going to ever kick in. So we hope to have that resurrected and fixed by Tuesday morning. We got some parts coming on Monday, and we hope to get that system up and going on Monday, but it's just not certain. So, be patient with us. We're working with us. Email is still working. That's
Yeah.
a great way to
If
contact
they're watching this, they can communicate via
They
email or
communicate.
Facebook.
Yeah,
So
all that still works well. So, Mike is handing off some duties to Casey and some other folks that'll be working here, and you will not be falling through the cracks. We're just kind of shifting things around a little bit. So anything else about that, Mike?
well, I'll just simply say there are some great. We're not going to miss a beat here. In fact, we may get a better beat as a result of. But Casey, who I've really, and this is my only serious moment of the show, I really appreciated working with her over the years, especially this last year or so, and then Brittany Patterson, who usually is on the other side of this camera. She's not here today since she's getting ready to clean vans for summer rec.
Yeah.
But they're already in the office actually. In fact, I'm tomorrow's my last day, but I'm already being forced out on the porch. I'm actually working from a witness protection location. So, but y'all will be in good hands. They're wonderful. And I'll be doing some ambassador work in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I mean, in a state to the south here, Jerry. So if
We
you
don't like to use that language on here.
so if you need us for anything, flowers, speak anything, just yell at these folks. They'll get hold of me, and if they use me, and
I don't know if I
We're
want
still
to-
holding blackmail on him. That's why he's
We
still.
still, yeah, he's
Oh,
still
yeah.
being nice.
oh yeah. But I'm gonna miss being here. These are the nicest folks in the world, and all y'all that are watching this, for the most part, I think, have been down here. And in a very serious note, a place like this just kind of steals your heart, and it's with you the rest of your life. So I hope you will support Henderson Settlement more than ever before. And and Jerry does a pretty good job now that Casey's behind him and all that. But still, do what you can. So
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Mike, we appreciate that, and I just wanted to personally say, one of the great personal joys for me is that we get to meet so many people that come in here, and so many folks that through work camp or volunteers that you form a relationship with, you get to know, and you care about them, you love them, and you just that stays with you always, and then you have folks like yourself that are come here from outside the area and become staff, and you see them every day, and well, in my case, a lot of days.
I've actually been in Tennessee the last year. I just broke
you're
up
on the
the
road.
Tennessee.
You're on the road a lot. But anyway, that just really fit. I mean, and that's nothing negative, but it's someone who just seems like they've always been here, and that's the way you've been to all of us as a staff. And we had a little gathering for Mike yesterday. I wasn't able to be at that because I was trying to work
I
on.
tried to reach you by phone to tell you.
Yeah, something's wrong with the phone. Mike never got that lightning strike at phone. But it's I did want to share on here and for everybody just that we really do love you, and it's been really just a blessing for all of us to be able to invite you into our family and call you one of us. And for some folks that may not be a compliment, but we feel like it is.
Yeah.
It is,
And
Jerry.
we
Thank
love,
you.
and we the hard part about this job, where that's one of the great joys. One of the hard parts about it is when folks like you and others that have come here have to go. Not have to, but decide that they're being led somewhere else. And it's great that you're close enough and you're going to be in touch, but you miss that life, you miss those jokes, that camaraderie and whatnot that you're just used to every day. And I personally am going to miss you a lot. And I love you, and I thank you for everything that you've done for the settlement in a lot of ways. And I know what it's like. You do things that oftentimes and many times that just the general public and folks, even staff, don't see because you're here late hours and you're doing things on the weekends and when you're away from here. And that's not an easy thing. It's not. And you have been a wonderful ambassador for this ministry and for Henderson Settlement and for this community as much as anything. And I can say thank you, and I can say we appreciate it, but I love you for that. And
Love you too.
we're going to miss you, and this staff will miss you. I hope you know that. I hope you feel that. Yeah. Okay.
That's why I need to keep coming back.
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
And you made the pregnant girl cry.
Oh.
Meeting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not pregnant. You made me cry. So that's
Yeah, well,
so
anyway. It's Georgia. It's probably a Tennessee stuff.
I've gained a
Make
lot
your
of
eyes
it.
water.
By the way, the food's really good at Henderson. Can I say that?
It is really good.
I know.
I'll say that.
I go back with more than I came with. Anyway,
Yeah.
David Myers says, good luck and God bless, Mike, on your future endeavors. And that Annette Spence again is saying, you're going to make him cry. We
Too
love you,
late.
Jerry and Casey, too.
So,
Oh,
doesn't make her cry. Doesn't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
making everybody cry.
But, so that's awful. Man, that was an awful serious moment.
Yeah,
there.
it was. Yeah, I think even Blue's got it.
Yeah,
on.
Blue looks a little misty back there. Even the bulldog kind of
Yeah.
looked like he got his eyes squinched trying to hold back a tear or two. But yeah,
Oh, he's concerned because he's going with Mike.
I got an email from Mark and Linda this morning wanting to know when you were leaving, and they said I emailed back and said, well, tomorrow is his last day, and they said, well, we'll be up on Monday. No, they did not. No.
I was hoping they'd show up yesterday. I needed a piano player,
Yeah,
but
well, they asked if we could have if we were having a party or something like that, and could they come? But I haven't replied to that yet.
just tell them we'll be calling.
Well, we had the party, and you can come, but unless you go back in time.
I'll come anytime I come back. It'll be a party.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you got that right.
And to those of y'all who are watching in Knoxville, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Who've already asked me about the donations. There
Prepare
will still be a truck coming up here every so often bringing stuff from Knoxville. So I've got 6 churches down there that they've already lined me
Oh,
up.
yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, we already lined up one. I think about once a month.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
donate everything orange you
with
have.
that, so we will be looking for a long-term person to fill Mike's position sometime in the future. I mean, I don't think they're actively doing that right at the moment, but I would expect that to happen sometime in the relatively near future. So, but Casey's able to fill in for a lot of that. So,
Brittany.
and if you have things that need to be done with that, then contact us, and we'll move right along.
And we've got all the newsletters going out in a couple of weeks, and some of y'all have already gotten.
By next week.
Oh, by next. Well,
It'll go out on Monday.
that's a couple of weeks. So,
No, this
yeah.
week.
We count this week.
Yeah.
We count this week and next. No, it
Yeah,
should be going out on
Hey,
Monday.
my last day's tomorrow, stop.
Okay.
Yeah, let's play it.
Oh,
Let's play it
yeah,
on
come on,
Casey.
work with me on this
I
one.
gotta look good.
But anyway, we'll have details about the transition, all that. But also, really importantly, in there is a way that you can help Henderson. And this is something I'm personally asking. So, if
Coming right from the heart.
coming with my track record, personally asking, 3 people
Yeah.
respond.
Oh, that's big.
But we're starting up a fund. We've actually started it already, but we really want to encourage folks to make a donation to our legacy campaign. Put us in your will. You know, I was younger when I came here, Jerry. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
But now that I'm 55 as of last week,
double nickels.
I'm thinking more and more about the
Yeah.
future and
Yeah.
about where
Yeah,
this.
speed limit.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So I can't drive
I don't know
55.
if you-
So anyway, there'll be a brochure in there. Check it out, and if you want to honor me, or if you want to celebrate me going, or whatever, just put us in your will. Put us be part of our legacy fund. Be part of the state giving. We'd love to have you make a long-term difference to Henderson that way.
Absolutely.
That's helped us
Yes.
big time while we've been here, and we're counting on that. So anyway, I miss seeing all y'all, but I will be putting. They've already asked me to comment each week. No, they haven't asked me, but I will be
Get at least-
writing in on the big show each week just to make sure that Jerry and Casey and Blue are all doing okay.
keep a viewer count up.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll be dialing in over and over and
Got to
over.
go up at least one.
Yeah.
That's actually been the reason. Sometimes we lose the signal on the internet. And the reason is we're trying to up our viewer count.
Yeah.
So when it goes down,
Yeah.
it goes back up, more viewers.
Oh,
Yeah.
just like new,
Yeah,
just like first time.
we planned it that way, strategic.
Strategic plan. Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Ooh. Hit that lick again. Wow. Anyway,
It's a
so
well-tuned machine.
yeah, and along those lines, so there are some that we've been having some transitional things going on throughout the past few months. So Mike's leaving us, and like I said, at some point somebody will come in to fill that position more fully. But again, I don't think they've made any kind of public job description or anything like that. That will come. So if you're interested in that, just kind of hold on for a little bit. We'll be putting that out there. Additionally, we have a we'll say new executive director, James Knight from Ohio is currently filling the role as executive director and doing a lot of good things. So if you've not been here since last year, then see a new face in that position. So and just just things happening. We are being blessed daily. Really, truly, we are. Next week we've got a really large group of work campers, 186, 188 folks
I'm leaving at the right
coming
time.
in on work camp. Man, it's going to be jumping.
Oh,
The music's lined up though for next week.
it is.
Most places. Yeah, we do have a group at White Oak next week too.
And they'll be there Thursday.
They should. Well, at
Okay.
this point, yes.
Yeah.
With all the work they're doing, I'd say they definitely be there. Thursday.
Music's lined up for Tuesday and Thursday, but we have a new staff member who's handling the negotiations.
Oh,
on
that's
that.
been handed over to
Yeah.
Casey.
that's
I
been-
need that.
Unless you get desperate, now I'll still send a Facebook message.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we
He
have
hasn't
a.
given me the contact information
Yeah,
yet,
for
but
those
I
of you
have the
I don't-
invoice.
I'm too busy being a media star.
I know.
Okay, so thanks.
We'll get to it.
For those of you unaware, we have on a work camp season, we have a bluegrass band that comes in and plays for the Frakes folks.
They
On
are
Tuesday.
absolutely awesome, and you
And-
should come up and see them if you're ever in the area.
And they
7
go out
o'clock.
to White Oak on Thursdays when we have groups out there. So
7 o'clock.
they
there,
do
too.
a fantastic job, and really lucky to have those folks come and do that for us. And Mike has kind of been their arranging manager here at the settlement, gets all that set up, and we're going to miss that. But he's handed it off to Casey, so that's in good hands.
I'm gonna miss those royalty payments.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
The only
What you got?
what I have, this is the same group of guys that played at my wedding a few years ago, which, but and they're still recovering from it. But that was they
Yeah.
played like 3 hours.
Yeah.
It was right up here at the top of the hill.
Yeah, I think we got a new message. Kathy says, "Hi, Casey."
oh, hey,
I
hi,
guess,
Kathy.
I guess we must be invisible. Out
Yeah,
there, right?
I wrote you a note on your newsletter. Check it out when you get it.
Man, they don't see me and you in blue, Casey. That's right, Kathy. Thanks a lot.
That's what happens when you retire, Jerry. So
Man.
you're invisible.
We're right up front. How you see past us and get back to Casey? How's that happen? No blue. You can't say hello to blue, Kathy.
I'm
Come
waiting for her
on.
to say something else.
Blue's gonna get upset. He's holding that bulldog back, or he'd be right up on the screen.
Now, I wonder if we ought to make one other ask call because
Yep.
you've been having trouble reaching us by phone. Jerry explained this earlier, but to repair the phone system is going to take possibly a little bit of.
Well, yeah.
So another great way that you can remember us by, or if you ever want to speak to Jerry again. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
You get in this
no,
off.
that's not no.
Oh,
no.
okay.
That's a negative. We might lose money on that.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, we will take donations on the new phone system because that will be that will take some money to get that all up and going.
It is, and when we initially had what used to be the new phone system 10, 12 years ago, that we had to run new lines and all that. So all that will stay in place. It's essentially what they call a PBX, which is just a computer box that handles all the transferring of calls and logistics and stuff like that. And then if we have to go to a brand new system like that computer box, then in turn the existing handsets that are in the offices will not work with it. So you have to buy new handsets for every office that have those. And
How many
that doesn't come to you.
cans and string do we have to get?
Well,
through that?
we ran out of the regular size cans. We've been using coffee cans lately.
Oh,
The volume's really high on that.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like a
Hey,
speakerphone.
stop shouting at me. What's up with that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a lot of echo in.
Yeah, especially if it's in the morning. You've had 2 or 3 of those
Yeah.
cups of it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like we're laughing at ourselves. What's up with that?
Maybe I bumped the wrong button.
Yeah. Come on, Casey.
Sorry.
Casey's behind the scenes back there working the
Well, no, she's
supplies and stuff.
it's 2 little hearts, so I think she loves us.
Yeah.
She just can't say that out loud.
You're loved, Mike. It's for you. This is the Mike Feely appreciation.
Oh, don't cry for me, Argentina.
Don't cry for me,
Don't
Argentina.
cry for me,
Yeah.
RJ.
I'm trying to hold myself together. Mike.
Okay.
I feel like it's coming apart. It seems here any minute.
Oh,
Any minute.
I think we're
Oh.
down. We're taking
Yeah.
it fabric piece by piece. Part right now,
Wait,
so-
maybe we should get off before we have to
I
break out the crying
don't know.
towel.
We may win an award from the FCC on this one for like most.
I've got a surprise guest today that I want to just bring on for just a moment. Just for a moment. I like for Jessica. You don't have to sit down, but Jessica's the work camp secretary, and she's doing a wonderful job.
I'll move my chair.
Just come over here, Jessica, for just a moment. Come over here. You don't have to sit down. Yeah, stand by, Casey. This is Jessica. Look at her. Look at that progress. Look at the progress being made on little Horatio.
Horatio?
Horatio.
Her, H-E-R.
Oh, okay.
Jerry's doing the naming.
Yeah, I've suggested many names. My favorite though is Jerry with an I. It's going to be a little girl, correct? Jessica? Correct. Yeah, and
We're accepting ballots right
So
now. If you
if
send
we-
$10 in,
if you have a suggestion for a name, you and your Jared have yet to come up with a name for the, so maybe you might make a suggestion for a name out there that we haven't thought of. We thought of some great ones like Jerry with an I. We
I thought Casey was good. I don't care how you spell it.
Don't matter how you spell it. We've got Horatio, little Horatio, or Horatio her. Like that. I mean, just one. And I said what was another one we had? What was that?
What's the Jelly Belly? Was that just
Jelly Belly. That's just her nickname.
JB?
JB, yeah. And I said, but we had one started with an F. What was that? It was like a Willow. Oh, Willow was one.
Willow starts with an F?
Willow, don't start with an F.
That was Barn.
The-
Barn came up with
I'm
that.
Yeah.
understanding the phone system.
So yeah, so if you have some baby names for Jessica, throw those in there. She's going to need them. And see, and look at here. Now the picture, just take a moment out there in internet, Facebook Live land. Soak this in. Soak this picture in. When you look at the screen right now, what do you see?
Blue.
You see blue. You see the real blue. You see, and then you got Casey Blue, and Then you got Jessica with her Kentucky on. Woohoo! Go Cat! Woo! Woo! Hey, thank you, folks. God bless you. We'll see you back here next week. Leave me suggestions for Jessica's baby name. A little girl, Jessica's baby name. Leave them in the comments. We'd love to hear it. If we like your name and Jessica were to name your baby, name her baby after your suggestion, we might do a little something special for you. We might get in touch with you and say, hey, we got a prize. We got a prize. We might send you a baby picture. You never know. Anyway, so God bless you. See you back here next week at 1 o'clock Thursday.